welcome back to Patched.
Welcome back, and then we got another comparison for you guys today. So, we've got the glorious Model O versus the Model O minus, so the smaller version.
The smaller version is anything different.
Two beasts of mice, both coming in at the same price, $50 for your matte version, $60 for your glossy version, which will be a gram heavier either way you go.
Yes.
So, getting into it with the shape first and foremost.
Yes. So as far as length goes, I mean, it's just the smaller version of the Model O minus. So length, the Model O minus is 120 millimeters long.
Whereas the Model O is going to be 128 millimeters long.
So 8 millimeters is a big difference. Obviously, the arch is a lot smaller as well. The Model O minus is 36 millimeters tall at the arch.
37.5 on the Model O.
Yes.
So it's a hair bigger, but honestly, at the millimeter level, I never thought I would notice a difference, but it's like actually a pretty big difference.
You can,
it's a large difference.
You can definitely feel it. So it's 58 millimeters wide here on the top of the mouse and all the way to the mid section of the mouse.
And the Model O actually does something different. It's actually 59 millimeters at the center, but at the top it goes up to 61 millimeters.
So it gets a little bit wider at the top.
It gets a little bit wider, but again, you don't really notice that because only your pointer and your middle finger are generally going to be at the end there.
Yeah, to be honest, like the only thing that I really care about is the midsection because that's where my fingers are, my thumb and my pinky when I play. Because I use a fingertip grip, so that I like a really narrow mouse. But obviously, if you're palming and you have a, I guess I would say small to medium, maybe a large size hand, you should be okay. If you have a large size hand, you should probably watch out because your fingers are probably gonna hang off the mouse a little bit. But if you're palming, the Model O is way better. The Model O minus, if you're okay, if you have a small hand, maybe a medium hand, you should be okay with palming.
Yeah, it's one of those things where definitely moving from a regular size mouse like the Model O down to a definitely smaller mouse, not quite as small as the Ultralight 2, but definitely still a smaller gaming mouse. It takes an adjustment period. There is some getting used to, but it's definitely doable. It's definitely doable.
And if you fingertip grip, obviously the Model O minus is gonna be better if you have a small to medium size hand. You can get away with it if you have a large size hand with the Model O, but preferably smaller mouse is a little bit easier to control when you're fingertipping it. But the shape for me, since I fingertip, I like the Model O minus a little better.
Yeah, I primarily palm grip and I can fingertip. I like both of these.
You like both?
I wouldn't even be able to give one a head up. I would say if I was a fingertip user, I would definitely like the Model O minus better, but both of them feel really, really solid in my hand.
Yeah.
So if you're a palm grip user, Model O. If you like to fingertip or claw, you're gonna like the Model O minus a little bit better. Moving on to the weight, which is our next category, the Model O will weigh in at 68 grams for the matte version, 69 grams for your glossy version, and the Model O minus weighing in at 58 grams and then 59 for the glossy version.
So 10 grams, obviously you feel 10 grams, that's a lot. That's a lot of weight. And the Model O is still really light, but then I don't know, it's just like, it doesn't feel heavier, it just feels bigger to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As far as the holes go though, and I guess aesthetics, everything about these mice is identical besides I guess the holes on the back section of the mouse. So on the Model O minus, the section that's separating the actual shapes is a lot thinner. I would say even like twice as thin, dude.
Yeah, just the honeycomb design, they're so much thinner, which people were worried about build quality issues, with the being able to push through that. It's very, very solid. So
no issues.
There's definitely no movement there.
No,
you won't be able to push through that.
Exactly.
Moving on to the sensor, obviously same sensor, 3360s, and both of these guys feels good, pinpoint accurate. And then the glides on them. So the exact same glides, they still feel really, really solid. The Model O seems to move around faster. Mainly just because there's more weight.
No, not faster, but just a little bit more, So it kind of glides a little bit longer, and like Lucas said, we think it's because it's a little bit heavier,
Yeah. Both of them far superior to stock mouse glides.
Yes.
Very, very far superior.
I mean, these are stock, but what we mean.
Yeah, like your basic glides that come on every mouse, these are way better. These are more hyperglide-like in the feel. And of course, if you're rocking a hard mouse mat as well with that, it's gonna be a lot smoother.
Yes.
Moving on to the next one, which is gonna be buttons.
Pretty much the same feel.
Same as last time.
And like the same sound too.
Yep.
So nothing really different.
But just a little bit less button wobble on the Model O minus.
Yes. I mean, on the Model O as well, my thumb is always still kind of covering the side buttons, but on the Model O minus, it covers a little bit more. So whatever your preference is there. The scroll wheel feels exactly the same, and the width is actually, they're probably the exact same scroll wheel, dude. The Model O minus doesn't seem like it's smaller or anything, or wider. And also, the buttons, pretty much the same. They're really nice.
Solid.
Omron switches rated for 20 million clicks. So pretty much tied up there, but yeah, like Lucas said, there is a little bit less button wobble in the Model O minus, but I still notice a lot when I'm playing this, so it's kind of annoying.
Definitely. So now moving on to the cord. This is their Ascended cord. Honestly, it feels identical on both of them. You will not need a bungee for either of these by any means. This is some of the best paracord. It's super loose on there, so it feels really good. It doesn't move around at all when you're moving these guys around. Moving on to the next category, which is going to be build quality / durability. Honestly, again, the only issue to speak of, just a little button wobble. Fixed a little bit on the Model O minus. Still a factor, but as far as the actual quality of it goes outside of that, they both feel very solid. They're grippy and they feel great. I mean, for $50,
yeah.
There's
no wobble or anything in the structure, if you guys were wondering, like Lucas said. So pretty much tied up.
Yeah, I mean you're getting premium, like a very premium mouse. You're getting a premium mouse for a very good price, a low price. So that's just honestly really nice to see. They're very competitive with their pricing on these guys. Moving into the next category, which is going to be software / RGB. Same software, same RGB, just on a slightly smaller scale. And then the software is, of course, optional for both of these guys. Only really need to use it if you want to edit your DPI to adjust to very specific settings, or to bind macros or rebind any of your side buttons.
But wrapping things up, they're both $50. So I mean, I would prefer the Model O minus because I've always used this type of shape, and it was just so awesome. I love it. But then switching to a smaller mouse, it's so much easier to fingertip. And it just feels a little bit better for me. But Lucas, what do you like better?
I actually like the Model O a little bit better. I don't mind fingertipping this.
Yeah, it's still really nice to fingertip.
And I still have the option because I do prefer to palm grip generally. So just having the extra size there is nice for me if I do want to have a palm grip on my mouse. But just for me personally, I like the Model O better. Coming in the same price point, honestly, you can't go wrong with either of these. I like both of them.
Yeah, and everything is pretty much the same besides the shape. So it all depends on what type of shape you like. And obviously everyone has different hands and what they prefer on the mouse. So just take into consideration what size mouse you like, and then pick whatever you want because they're both the same price.
Exactly.
So anyways, that's the comparison video. Hope he helped you guys out, and we'll see you guys next one.
See you in the next one.